So the best website builder are the ones that let you export your files to an FTP to any web hosting provider, not just their own. And the second thing I look for is the one that you can buy outright. With everything being subscription, there are not that many software that you can buy outright, and this one checks both boxes. So you go to software, and they have 3 flavors of the software. The least expensive ones are the ones that you access online, where you don't have to download it. And then they have the Pro version that you can download, and this one also you can download and own it forever, and this is the one I use. Now when I got it, it was $79.95. Now it's $99.95. I'm assuming they added new features. I might just get this version, this new version, get a separate copy rather than upgrade it. So you add it to the cart. Now they provide free hosting for 12 months for free. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can. Now after a year you don't like their service or their pricing, you can always come back to us for your web hosting. But it's $99.95, and just fill out the form, whether it's person or company. Well, it doesn't matter. I bought my under company and just added basically just add the company name and phone number fields, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, I own this program. I used to use Muse, however you pronounce it, from Adobe. And it was a good program, but they deleted it, so I canceled my account and I found this one. It's not as good, but definitely does the job. The one from Adobe had a better, shall we say, design options, but I believe this one has more features as far as what you can do with it. So in the end, this one's probably better now that I think about it. But like I said, I own this one. So here's a simple template that we built that you can use if you don't want to build your own site. We have a pre-configured template like this one, and you can make changes, obviously. But this is why I'm here to show you how to build yourself, and you can, like I said, you're making changes on whatever you want to do with it. But over here you got your guest, and your guest can donate, request an invite. Then you got supporters, and where your supporters can become a supporter for $5 a month. You got your VIP, same thing, but $25 a month, whatever you want to charge. And then you have your store, and if you already have a a store somewhere else, you can just provide the link, or you can add your products right there on your site, and you can just add the PayPal button and go from there. I'll show you how to do all that. But anyway, let's start with launching the program. Once you make your purchase, go ahead and launch the program. So after you launch the program, you go to new project, and over here they give you templates. Some are free, some are paid. But I always like to go with the blank project, and even then they give you 4 different choices, which I use them all. But most of the time I like to start with an empty project. So just hit next. Now the first thing you want to do is go to general information and name your project. Now for this tutorial, I went ahead and bought a domain name that I can use for uploading the website so you can see how everything works. I could use the preview button here, but when it's time to do the video, sometimes it doesn't display it, so I needed a actual website that I can upload to so everything will work properly and you can see how it works. And the domain name I chose was let's see, my test site. Everything else here you can do later. I'm going to go ahead and skip that, but the most important thing is that you save your project. Hit save. The second thing you want to do, go back to settings and you go to privacy and security. Go to security and enable this HTML code protection. And just to show you how that works is go to preview, right click, inspect source, and you can see the source code of the website. Let me get out of this. If you click that, save it, preview again, right click, and you get that message. That keeps the code from showing. The other thing you got to do is go to export, upload the website to the internet from the web hosting provider. Hopefully it'll be us. You just got to make sure you are under this other web space providers and put in your domain name starting with https:// my test site that app. On the folders, you'll leave that blank. On the parameters, this is where you're going to put in your FTP credentials that will send you when you open a hosting account with us, or any other provider for that matter. This time, leave the HTTP out and just put the domain name, my test site that app. Then you got to put in the username that we provided. Score. Save the password and hit OK. Wants to see an email. And hit save. Now you can start building your website, and the first thing you want to do is start with a template with the header and footer. I don't know why it says header, doesn't say header and footer, but it is what it is. So now you're on the header, and over here you got your desktop view, you got your laptop view, you got your tablet view, and you had your phone view. Now one thing about this is that when you design it on your desktop, supposedly it'll automatically set it to phone view and everything else. I just haven't caught on to how to do that. Or maybe this I do it manually. I have to do it manually, so until I figure it out how to do it, or maybe on the new program, on the new version, it'll automatically do it. But anyway, that's that. But let's start with the desktop. If we under header, and let's start with an image. You got your title, image, menu, gallery, some animation, a search button, and code. There's another thing you have to have when you're building a web, buying a website builder. It's the ability to add HTML code to your project. But I'll show you that later because we're going to be using that a lot. But anyway, let's start with an image. Just drag it to the canvas here. Extend it all the way out. And you double click it. And you have the option to choose a file, a photo, or an image from your computer, or they provide you with free and paid images. Here's the free images, takes you right to the free images, and you got your paid ones. But anyway, go with a free. What's good? Let's go with this one. It's a nice one. Oh, nice. Oh, high quality images that you can choose from. And when you edit, you can add filters or watermark, do all kinds of effects, different effects, but you can play with that later. But right now, let's just go to the header and go to preview. And not showing quite the way I want to see it. So let's go back to the header, click on it, kind of move it up, and then bring this down, bring it up some more, scale it down, and you can start seeing the tree. Let's preview. Might not be the right image, but let's just keep going and see. Bring it down. I want to keep doing this so you kind of see how it's done. So go ahead and preview. Let's bring it down a little bit more. Bring this up and then bring it down. See what that looks like. Preview. Yep, good enough. Now I'd go ahead and go back to, here, stay here. Add a text here, title, website title. Double click it. Take you to this screen, my website. Let's leave it at that. Let's go with white. Change text color to white because the background, I won't be able to see on that color too good. So let's go with white. Let's bring this, might be too big, so let's bring this down to maybe 20. Let's make it bold. Let's do a preview. And there it is right there. That might be too small, so let's just go to back to template. Double click on the text and let's make it a little bigger. Go with 26. Let's preview that. Let's go with a little bigger. Let's go with 28. Preview. Let me bring it down. Let's go back to templates. Bring it down some. You can either drag it with your mouse or hit the up and down keys. See what that looks like. Get your header there. And then you just, same thing with the footer. Just drag an image there. And whatnot, but let's keep going and work on the page itself. So let me go to map. Make sure you're on the page you want to work on, and then hit page, and that'll take you to the page to design the actual page. So let's add some. You can use the. I will have a button here where you go here. You go page, main objects. You click on that and see all categories, and that's where you can find the menu here on the right hand side. And you can add it, and then you preview. Let's see. The reason we can't see it because when we drag the here too far, it's kind of covering some of the page, and the way you can, there's two things. You can either bring this up, preview it, but you don't see none of the graphs, so you want to bring it back down. Go back to your preview and see how you can see it there, but not quite. The way you bring it down, just go back to the page, and the way you bring it down is, see this button here? This is a grid. When you, let's remove that so you can see it. This is a grid, and if you want to add another row or column, this is the way you do it. Here, up here, click on that, add a row. See how now it has 3 rows? Click on that, add one more. Now you have 4 rows. On the column, you go to the one underneath, add a column. Now you got 3 columns. So when you drag the menu, you can drag it here and extend it all the way out to each corner. And remember how it didn't show quite right? So what you want to do is you move it down and add a text. Double click it. Put a period on it, and change this to a white so nobody can see it. See how that looks. See how I brought it down? So that's how you bring stuff down, is by just adding text and just add a period and take it as far as you want it. Okay, and if you go back to the map, as you start adding pages, it'll start showing automatically on the menu. So let's add a new page on the right hand corner here, new page, and let's name this page About Us. Go preview. Now, if you on the newly created page and you hit preview, it's going to preview that page. But if you go back to home, preview, there's your menu. So if you're going to use the menu button, you have to add it to every single page. So let's go back to About Page, click on Pages to assign the actual page, drag and drop the menu again. And remember, you have to drag it, skip one row, add it to the next one. Add this text here, add a period. Let's change this color to white. Text and preview, and there it is. You got home page and about page. So you have to keep adding it to each page so it'll show up on each page. Now you can always add it to your header, and you don't only have to do it once. Now, but let's say you don't want to use the button. I don't always use the button menu button, so I create my own links. So let me go back to map, go to home page, go to page itself, design. I'm gonna remove that by right clicking, remove, hit OK. And that's how you add links. So let's go back to double clicking on it. It's got that period there, so I want to delete it and start writing the link. So the reason I like doing this is because you can type the link you want. You have to have a home button because you're already on whatever page you are. But let's go with the first link is guest. Nope. Oh, gotta change the text to black so you can see it. Guest. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's add 13, 14, 15. That looks a little better. Supporters. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. VIP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Store. Oops. And preview. Aha. I go back to page. I have to bring this down. Add this. You don't have to extend it on because basically just doing creating a space. Period. Change it to white. And there you go. If you want to bring it down, just hit that a few times. Preview. It'll bring it way down there. But let me see. Let's change this to not quite white because I still want to be able to see it. So let's go with here, kind of an off-white. Yeah. There it is right there. Probably won't be able to see it on the computer, but there you go. Now let's create those pages. Let's go here, add a new page. Guests. Create a new page. So borders, create a new page, VIPs, create a new page, store, let's go back to the home page. Go to pages. Double click on the menu just created or the links. And the way you do this is you highlight guests, and this thing here will pop up. Insert link, and then you can add a web page, or you can add a URL and every other thing that you want to do here. But let's go with web page, and then you click on here and you choose guest. Hit OK. And also here, open in the same window, or you can open a new window. You can choose a pop-up window or show box. Always go with a new page, new window. Actually, let's go with the same. That would have all these tabs open. You preview. Hit OK, and now you can see up here guest.html. Another thing I like to do is go get out of this preview page and let's go template. In the header, click on this, double click on the image or your website name, and here on the bottom you add a link, go to page site, and that's the home page. So wherever you're at on any of the pages, just hit the header and it'll take you to the home page. So you go to VIP, you go to guest, click on the header, it takes you back home page to the home page. Now let's get out of this preview. Go to map, go to support page. Actually, now go to home page. Double click on the man just created. Highlight supporters. Add the link. Website page you want the link to. Choose supporters. Click OK. Oops. Forgot to change the highlight it again. Click link. Go here. Open on the same. It's already done. Again, go to VIP, hit the link, go to web pages, click on this icon here, go to VIP, hit OK, same window. Okay, same with the store highlighted, add the link, the page you want the link to, store. Okay, it's gonna add the same window. Hit OK. Let's preview. Guest, and you got the guest here. You can see in the preview address bar. Go to home, back home. Hit supporters. Now you can see up here supporter.html. Hit VIP, VIP.html, store.html. And that's how you add the links. Now let's add a big image here of yourself or whatever you want to add to. So just to get out of the preview window, let me go to map, make sure on the home page, hit pages, and then you add an image there. Let's go to image here button, drag it. You can either choose one box, several boxes. If you hit the middle, you get all four. And just extend it here. double click on the image icon here. Let's choose another photo. Let's choose this one. Or let's choose people. Since it's your blog. It's a nice one. Double click on it. Hit preview. You got a big photo there that you wanna, kind of like this one, kind of fades out to the page in there. But basically that's pretty much it. Now when you start working on the individual pages, let's get out of this preview box, go to map, and let's start with guest. Oh, if you want to move this around, what you want to do is just, let's put this on the last, and let's just click on it, hold it, and bring it down wherever you want to place it at. Let go of it, and that's how you move stuff around. But I like to keep it as whatever follows the other link on the home page. That's how I like to lay it out. Even if you move this up there and this one down here, it doesn't change the menu. Or does it? Let's go. So it doesn't change it. Because this is where you place them at. So my move it in here doesn't change it. So let me go back to the way we have it. So I like to work. So let's go back to individual pages. Let's start with a guest. Go back to pages. You might want to add the menu you just created in every page. So let's go back to the home page. Pages. Click on this. Right click and copy. Go to map, go to guest, go to pages, place it down here, because remember you gotta add the period there so to separate it. Bring it down. Let's make this, I'll change it a little darker. Preview. Again, it brings it down. So you're gonna wanna do it with on the other pages. So go back to supporter page, right click, paste, add this period, darken the color, light gray. And now you want to get a good habit of saving everything, but you can go straight to the map and go to VIP pages, right click, paste, extend, add the period, make it gray, save, go back to the map, store, pages, right click and paste, extend, add the period, bring it down, change the color, light gray, preview, store, in the store, VIP, support, and guest. So that's done. Back to the home page. There's your image right there. Now let's say for the guest, if they go to guest, you want to add some photos that you would like them to see, or you can add a comment app. You can embed an app called Disgust. It's free. They have a free version. There's a paid version. But let's go in there. Let's just go get out of this preview window. Go to Map. Go to Guest. Go to Pages. And again, you want to add some rows and columns. So let's go to Rows. And whatever you highlight, it's either before and after. It'll add. Let's just add. Go to the bottom. Hit this. And just add after. Yes, add a few more after. Oops, that's all right. I can just move this up there. Row after. Okay. So actually, let's add another column. Let's add another column after. And the way you add images or video, for that matter, here's the button for the image. Just drag it, double click on it. Let's add another photo here, free photo. Let's just go grab any of them. You preview it, and there's the photo right there. Now if you go back to Pages and you add another row or column, that is, go to column, and you preview it, the image got smaller. Yeah, so you can, if you want to keep the same size or similar to size, just bring it out, preview, it'll make it big again. But let's just bring it back to smaller. It's a little too big. Drag and drop another photo, double click, get another photo. Preview, add another photo. Let's add a few more. Go to Page, drag and drag. Start and finish dragging these things here and double click on it. Let's add this one. Go back to Pages, double click on this. Choose another photo. Hit preview. There are your photos. So I'm going to stop the video right here. It's already getting a little too long. It's already 39 minutes, so I'm going to stop it here. On the next video, I'm going to show you how to add video to your site for the paid section. Until then, see you on the next one.